اللهم صل على محمد يا رب صل عليه وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب صل عليه وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب بلغه الوسيلة. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب واتيه الفضيلة. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب وارضى عن الصحابة. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب وارضى عن الخرابة. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب وارضى عن السلالة. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب وارضى عن الأئمة. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب وارضى عن المشايخ. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب وارحم والدينا. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب وارحمنا جميعا. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب وارحم كل مسلم. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب واغفر لكل مذنب. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب أصلح كل مصلح. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب واكفي كل مؤذي. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب وارزقنا شهادة. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب حفظنا بالسعادة. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب حفظانك وأمانك. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب أسكننا جنانك. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب أسكننا جنانك. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب أسكننا جنانك. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب أجرنا من عذابك. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب أذقنا بعد عفوك. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب يا سميع دعانا. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب لا تقطع رجانا. اللهم صل على محمد يا رب بلغنا نزور.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته again. I trust each and everyone is well, inshallah, during the month of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, we are in the last 10 days of the month of Ramadan. Tonight being one of the odd nights of the month of Ramadan, if we engage in ta'aleem and ta'allum, learning and teaching, these are one of the greatest things that a person can engage themselves in. Sheikh Nadeem, Allah yarhamu, the one of the president of the Muslim Judicial Council, he said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the first verses of the Quran, was a declaration of war. And they would question him and say, what do you mean a declaration of war? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Iqra, read. This is it's a declaration of war against ignorance. So one of the greatest ibadah that you and I can be engaged in is ta'aleem, and ta'aleem is learning and teaching. So alhamdulillah, we find ourselves in one of the in the last 10 nights and one of the odd nights, alhamdulillah. We should try, inshallah, to try and learn something of the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you are listening to the lesson tonight, inshallah, then obviously we are engaged in learning on one of the odd nights. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us abundantly. Ameen, thumma ameen. Many scholars, I forget some of the references at this moment, but I recall many stories of scholars. They were on death row, or they asked him, if you were on death row or you were about to be executed, or whatever the case may be, what would be your last a'mal that you're going to do, last good deed that you're going to do? And they would say, at that time, I would actually acquire knowledge. I would learn something of the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because through my research and my experience through reading the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I haven't found anything which is more honored in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than a talibul ilm, a seeker of knowledge. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us truly seekers of knowledge, and those who tread this path of trying to acquire the knowledge so that we gain closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mullah Zakaria Kandahlawi, Shaykh al-Hadith, he mentioned something very beautiful. He says that we always listen to this hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which he mentions that for the talib al-ilm, for the seeker of knowledge, right? For the student, when they are walking, the malaika, they spread their wings under this person, right? So obviously this is a very, very honorable thing. We walk, inshallah, if you are students of deen, may Allah make us students of deen, we walk on the wings of the malaika. So he would say that there's another way of understanding this narration of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We look at it, most of us will look at it as the student of deen is honored. Why? Because he has an opportunity to walk on the wings of the malaika. But there's another way of looking at it, that the malaika, they are honored because they have an opportunity to come in contact with the student of deen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us students of deen, and inshallah let us become of those people who the malaika, they are comfortable in our spaces and they yearn to be in our company. When they see these types of gatherings taking place, whether it is at our homes, whether it is at masajid, in a classroom, it doesn't matter. There are certain malaika, they roam the earth, and when they come across these gatherings, they call to one another, Halummu ila hajatikum. Come, your need is being fulfilled. So they look at these types of gatherings as their needs being fulfilled within these gatherings. So may it be such that we are of those people who attend those gatherings, who create those type of gatherings, those type of spaces. Why? So that the malaika, they see their need being fulfilled with us, inshallah. So that they flock and they always want to be in our company, inshallah. And obviously, if the malaika are with us, inshallah, we would start developing some of the qualities of the malaika. Ameen, thumma ameen. We continue, inshallah, with our Surah al-Infitaar. We don't have too much time left, inshallah. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do a brief overview of 2-3 verses, and then we're going to get into memorization so that we can be on par, inshallah. So that when we actually do come to a stop or a pause within our lessons, we had already, inshallah, completed the surah. Ameen, thumma ameen, inshallah. We continue. We start from the beginning again, just to do some recap, and then we'll immediately try to get into it, inshallah. Right? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا السماء انفطرت, and when the skies انفطرت, breaks apart, when the skies are going to be torn apart. وإذا الكواكب, and when the stars انتصرت is going to come falling down. وإذا البحار, and when the oceans فجرت is going to explode. وإذا القبور بعثرت, and when the qubur, the graves, بعثرت is going to be turned around, right? Tossed and turned. علمت نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ وَأَخَّرَتْ. Each and every soul will then know what he or she has sent forth, or what he or she has kept behind. يا أيها الإنسان, oh insan, oh human beings, ما غرك, what has put you in a deception, what has deceived you, بربك, concerning your Lord, Al-Karim, who is noble, who is generous, right? الذي, he is so generous, he is the one who خلقك, he has created you, فسواك, and he has fashioned you, فعدلك, and he has balanced you, في أي صورة ما شاء ركبك, and in whichever form ما شاء ركبك, he desired, he fashioned you, he created you in this particular way. كلا بل تكذبون بالدين. Nay, but we belie and we don't believe in the day of recompense. وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ, and verily over you, لَحَافِظِينَ, are protectors. And we spoke about them. Who are they? What are they protecting? Our good deeds and our bad deeds, right? مَا يَلْفِظُ مِنْ قَوْلٍ إِلَّا لَدَيْهِ رَقِيبٌ عَتِيدٌ. We don't utter a word except they are angels. They are writing down whatever we are uttering. Just a point on here. I was listening to someone's to something yesterday, and I think it was Mullah Sulaiman Mullah, and he was speaking about Hassan al-Basri. Hassan al-Basri would advise some of the people. They would say, give those angels something good to write, and he'd say to them, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Why? Because whatever you utter, they are writing down. So we must be very, very careful what we utter, inshallah. Kiraman katibin. What is the description? They are not corrupt. They are not corrupt. Kiraman, they are honorable. Katibin, and they are always writing. They are always ready. Their pens are always ready. As soon as we do something, they basically write it down. يَعْلَمُونَ مَا تَفْعَلُونَ. They know that which we do. And a point we mentioned over here, they don't know our intentions. Right? So even though we are doing things, we remind one another that we do our things. Whatever we do it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We always try to put it down intentionally. Right? And after each and every action that we do istighfar of that action. Within that action, there was something which was ghayrullah, which was other than for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives us and makes us sincere human beings, inshallah. Innal abrara, verily the abrar, the pious, lafi na'im, they are in bliss. They are already in bliss, and inshallah in the year after they will be in the Jannah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa innal fujjara, and verily the fujjar, and we mentioned this word fujjar, it was used at the beginning also. وَإِذَا الْبِحَارُ, and when the oceans, فُجِّرَتْ, فُجَّار, فُجِّرَتْ, is going to explode like a outward, a person that is ultimately company, is out there, he does whatever he does in public, he doesn't hide his sins, right? This person, lafi jahim, they are in the fire of Jahim, is another word for the fire of Jahannam. They are definitely in the fire of Jahannam. This isn't just a normal person that is committing sin. Why? Because the doors of Jannah, the doors of Tawbah is always open until Malikul Maut, until our I don't know the English word, until Yukhorul or Yurukhul, one of the two, right? Somebody can just send a message, inshallah. I think it's Yurukhul, right? Until they are pulling Malam Yugharghir, the hadith says, until that last part, when Malikul Maut is pulling out the ruh, until that time, the doors of Tawbah is always open. So let us regularly engaging in Tawbah and forgiveness and seeking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's narrated that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in narrations, he would seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 70 to 100 times each and every day. Imagine you and I, inshallah. We continue. We memorize until Innal Abrar lafi na'im, until the end, that verse. So today, inshallah, we're going to try to do this block complete. And then next week, it will only be the next block in Tawbah. Alright? So, if we're looking at our time, it still looks fine, inshallah. We'll translate the next verse, inshallah, or the next 3 verses, and then we'll try to memorize the last 4 verses, inshallah. Alright? Okay, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Yaslawnaha. They will be made to enter it, right? This ha referring to the fire of Jahannam. Yawmaddin, on the day of Ad-Din, we all know Maliki Yawmiddin, the owner of the day of Qiyamah. Yawm ad-Din, the day of recompense. And we spoke about why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of the subtleties in the word Deen. Deen, which comes from the word Dain, right? Because on the day of Qiyamah, we will be repaid for all our, for what we have done in this dunya. Either we're going to get good or we're going to get bad, right? وَمَا هُمْ عَنْهَا. And remember at the beginning, right at the beginning, a couple of verses before this. يَا أَيُّهَا يَا أَيُّهَا الْإِنسَانُ مَا غَرَّكَ. You see that ma over there? So that ma over there is, oh insan, what? That comes in the meaning of what? This ma over here is, if you look at the, this ma over here comes in a negation, not in the meaning of what, not and what. This ma over here means, and they will not, anha, be from it, be ghaibin, from, they will never be absent from the fire of Jahannam, meaning they will always be in the fire of Jahannam. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا يَوْمُ الدِّينِ. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا يَوْمُ الدِّينِ. Now this ma over here is again the ma of what? And what will make you know ma يوم الدين with regard about the day of Qiyamah? What are those things that's going to happen that is going to tell you that this is the day of Qiyamah? But what is it referring to? إِذَا السَّمَاءُ انْفَطَرَتْ وَإِذَا الْكَوَاكِبُ انْتَثَرَتْ وَإِذَا الْبِحَارُ فُجِّرَتْ. When these things happen, this is going to make you know that the day of Qiyamah is basically coming. Also, one of the things that is mentioned in other verses, when we read these verses, that should make our hair stand, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَوْمَ تَرَوْنَهَا تَذْهَلُ كُلُّ مُرْضِعَةٍ عَمَّا أَرْضَعَتْ وَتَضَعُ كُلُّ ذَاتِ حَمْلٍ حَمْلًا. On the day of Qiyamah, what would make us know about the day of Qiyamah? What are those signs? On the day of Qiyamah, a breastfeeding mother will leave a child. Us, people that have small babies. That's one of the greatest bonds ever. When the lady has a child to a breast, the food can burn, but it's very rare. Or she will walk with a child to the pot. Or sometimes she'll forget about the pot. Why? Because that type of bond, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is drawing our attention. What is going to make you know about the day of Qiyamah? On that day, a lady will leave the child and run away from the child. A pregnant lady will abort the child. وَتَرَى النَّاسَ سُكَارَى وَمَا هُمْ بِسُكَارَى. People, they will look drunk and they won't be drunk. Imagine. وَلَكِنَّ عَذَابَ اللَّهِ شَدِيدٌ. But the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be severe. So that is the day of Qiyamah. And we all must safeguard ourselves. All try to protect ourselves from experiencing this type of torment on the day of Qiyamah, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cause us calmness on the day of Qiyamah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not allow us to be of those people who is going to be drowning in their sweat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tranquility in this world, in the qabr, as well as the akhirah, inshallah. We have no worry. La tahzan. We're not scared. We are those people that when we pass away, the malaika, they come to us. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا رَبُّنَا اللَّهُ ثُمَّ اسْتَقَامُوا تَتَنَزَّلُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ أَلَّا تَخَافُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا. They tell us, don't be scared. Don't worry. You are fine. You're going to go to the Jannah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen thumma ameen. I'm looking at that time. Okay, inshallah, we're going to start memorizing now from وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I know that is a bit fast, inshallah, but what I'm going to try to do now is, every time we memorize a verse, I'm just going to recap the translation thereof, inshallah, right? وَإِنَّ أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ. That was three times inside, right? Now outside. وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي. It's basically exactly the same like the verse before this. It just has a wa, fujar and jahim. Remember, inna, verily, al-abarara, the pious, right? Now this over here is wa inna, and verily, al-fujara, the disobedient, right? the opposite of pious. The wicked, lafi, the one is also over there. They will be, or they are in na'im. The first one is they are in bliss. Also another word, also referring to Jannah. And this over there, Jahim, Jahannam. Right? وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي 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 جَحِيمٍ 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 outside جَحِيمٍ جَحِيمٍ جَحِيمٍ. We put it together. وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ. وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ. Next one. يصلونها 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 outside يصلونها 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 inside. I don't want to. We all know this word is يوم الدين. So this one over here is يوم الدين, right? So we're not going to memorize it like we normally memorize. We're going to put it together, inshallah. We're going to realize, okay, it's Yawm ad-Din, not Yawm ad-Din. We just think about it, right? So Maliki Yawm ad-Din. Yawm ad-Din. Yawm ad-Din. We all have it in our minds now, right? We'll read it a few times for those who perhaps don't know it. So we'll just read it a few times and then we'll join it, inshallah. Yawm ad-Din. Yawm ad-Din. يوم الدين يوم الدين يوم الدين. Okay, now we put it together. يصلونها يوم الدين 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 يصلونها يوم الدين. MashaAllah. Now we put the two verses together, inshallah. So يصلونها, they will enter into it to burn, right? The it referring to the fire of Jahannam. يوم الدين, on the day of ad-Din, the day of Qiyamah. So the end result, the fujjar, those who transgress the boundaries of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they are beyond forgiveness. Sometimes some people might not even know this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us understanding. Some people might be in a space where they are disobeying the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to such an extent, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows them, Bismillah, go ahead. Why? So that they never reach a point of tawbah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never take us to a point where we are in such a space where we're never able to make tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one of the signs of those type of people is arrogant people. Sometimes there are some people, you tell them, they're not doing certain things, or they're doing certain things in a certain way, whatever the case may be, and they're not ready to even consider what you are saying. All right, this type of person, they will never also reach a point of tawbah. Sometimes the verses of the Quran is being heard, but to them it's never them. That's always everybody else. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us understanding, inshallah. يَصْلَوْنَهَا يَوْمَ الدِّينِ. They will be thrown into it, the fire of Jahannam, يَوْمَ الدِّينِ, on the day of Qiyamah. Okay, now we put the two verses together. وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ. Inside, right? يَصْلَوْنَهَا يَوْمَ الدِّينِ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ يَصْلَوْنَهَا يَوْمَ الدِّينِ وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ يَصْلَوْنَهَا يَوْمَ الدِّينِ. Now outside. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ يَصْلَوْنَهَا يَوْمَ الدِّينِ وَمَا هُمْ عَنْهَا بِغَائِبِينَ. Sorry, carry on. So now from Memory. وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ. From Memory. يَصْلَوْنَهَا يَوْمَ الدِّينِ. Again. وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ يَصْلَوْنَهَا يَوْمَ الدِّينِ. ما شاء الله. carry on. وَمَا هُمْ outside. وَمَا هُمْ عنها بغائبين Now outside. بغائبين Now we put it together. وَمَا هُمْ عَنْهَا بِغَائِبِينَ وَمَا هُمْ عَنْهَا بِغَائِبِينَ وَمَا هُمْ عَنْهَا بِغَائِبِينَ وَمَا هُمْ عَنْهَا بِغَائِبِينَ ما شاء الله. Alright? And we're going to put it together from the beginning, right? So remember this ma over here, we said وَمَا هُمْ عَنْهَا بِغَائِبِينَ, and they will never be absent from the fire of Jahannam, from it. Remember this, that anha, that ha, and this yaslawnaha. That ha at the end is both referring to the fire of Jahannam. So they'll never be absent from the fire of Jahannam. They'll never be taken out also. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not make us from among those people. Right? If they are Muslim, inshallah they'll come out. If they are not from the believers, and then unfortunately they won't be taken out from the fire of Jahannam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not give us a rude fire Jahannam and into Jannah. Allah protect us inshallah and our families and the Ummah at large inshallah. we read it 3 times inside from وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ until بِغَائِبٍ, and then I'm going to give you a few, I'm going to give you some time, inshallah, just to check where you might be stucking. Try to read it on your own for a couple of seconds, and then we try to read it together, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. Okay. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. Okay. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. After a moment, just check, look at it. If you're stucking anywhere, try to fix it up, inshallah. Remember how we fix it up with the brain, not just repetition, inshallah. Think about it, etc. Just take a minute or two, inshallah, just to check. Okay. So a few more seconds. Remember, if you are making mistakes anyway, we're stucking anyway, see, look at it, say it out loud, start from the beginning, and then you just keep it in your mind, inshallah. Okay, Bismillah, we all try to read it from memory together, inshallah. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. Continue, inshallah. وما أدراك وما inside وما أدراك 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 ما outside ما now inside وما أدراك ما 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 يوم الدين. يوم الدين. Surah Fatihah. يوم الدين only. And now يوم الدين. Alright? Simple. Just think about it, inshallah, and you'll see it will become easy. يوم الدين. يوم الدين. يوم الدين. يوم الدين. See, so that actually I have to memorize it. Let's just put it together. Read inside. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. From memory? Just look at it quickly one more time. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. MashaAllah. I'm going to add it to the bulk of the verses, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We read it 3 times inside. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. Again, last time. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. صدق الله العظيم. Actually, we have to read it from memory. Just take a moment just to look at it, inshallah. And if you're making a mistake anyway, if you're not sure about 1, 2 things, inshallah, just check it. Remember, the last 2 verses we did, both is wama. First one is wama without the mad. So wama hum. Second one is wama adraka. يوم الدين. يوم الدين. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We read it from memory. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. ما شاء الله. Let's all read from the beginning, inshallah, from memory. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا السماء انفطرت وإذا الكواكب انتثرت وإذا البحار فجرت وإذا القبور بعثرت علمت نفس ما قدمت وأخرت. يا أيها الإنسان ما غرك بربك الكريم الذي خلقك فسواك فعدلك في أي صورة ما شاء ركبك. كلا بل تكذبون بالدين وإن عليكم لحافظين كراما كاتبين يعلمون ما تفعلون. إن الأبرار لفي نعيم وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يوم الدين وما هم عنها بغائبين. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين. صدق الله العظيم. ما شاء الله. Hope you guys are okay, inshallah. Practicing. Remember, if you are stucking, don't stress. Don't stress. Don't stress your head out or anything like that. The only thing you do is check, try to read again and think. Don't do it when you are tired. Don't do it when you are busy. Don't try to learn when your mind is preoccupied with other things. Try to learn, dedicate some time, even if it's 5 minutes, but at a time where you are able to concentrate on what you are doing, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept us. ربنا تقبل منا فإنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم اجعلنا من عتقاء شهر رمضان. اللهم اجعلنا من عتقاء شهر رمضان. اللهم إنك عفو كريم عظيم تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اجعلنا من الفائزين ولا تجعلنا من الخاسرين يا مولانا يا رب العالمين. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. سبحان ربنا رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Until next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله بها يثبت الإيمان بها يحصل الأمان كرر أيها الإنسان لا إله إلا الله لا نافي الأخبار عن المصطفى المختار أن أفضل الأذكار لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله هي شفاء الصدور هي